I knew when I really started to focus on my happiness. I feel like women, we tend to focus on everybody else's happiness, making sure that everybody else is okay, meaning our children. Meaning, our children, our friends, our, family. But at the end of the day, it's about self-love. And when you start to really work on yourself, love yourself, know your value, know your worth, and then all of a sudden there's this awakening.
Hey there, besties. Thank you for stopping by. I am MICHONDENYSE. Let's talk about this mess with Tia MOWRY sharing her awakening that led to her to divorce Corey Hardwick. She's full of sugar honey iced tea. This is BS. This is some feed into women's foolishness type foolishness conversation so that she can get the sisters and all the modern women, the feminist women on her side so that she can feel good about what the heck it is that she did to her family, okay? All these women, all they do is sacrifice. They do all this. It's not fair. We need to be happy. It's not about everybody else. We do everything for everyone else. We don't get anything. Wah, wah, wah. This woman is beautiful for beautiful sake, okay? You're going to sit up here, you're going to go ahead and get married. You're going to go ahead and you're going to choose this person. You're going to go ahead and you're going to have children. These children are still pretty young. And then you're going to just turn around and be like, I'm not happy. If this is not the epitome of what Coach Greg Adams talks about, then I don't know what is. What she's saying is a bunch of bullshit. You're going to be, no, ma'am. No. The facts is that she wanted to be out here and be a 304 like everyone else is. And when she goes out there and she fails or something happens or something is wrong with any of her kids, which I wish none of that on any of them, we do not want to hear it. We do not want to hear it. The minimum that anyone can do is provide the nuclear family for their children. And as long as they are not being SA'd or DV'd, then they can stick to it and stick with it and work through it. If the person was good enough for you to have children with, the person was good enough for you to marry, the person was good enough to provide you and you provide to him all the things that you accumulated together, build wealth and whatever the heck it is else that you did. And then when it comes time to dig deep and dig in to go ahead and work through, the women of this generation, modern women, do not know how to deal with difficulty or adversity. They would rather run away, act like they got it all together, and then pretend like everything's all good. I just want to be happy. It's all good. It's about me. It's about me. That's selfish. When you talk about it's about you, you're being selfish. You're not thinking about your two kids. You're certainly not thinking about your husband, but you know what? We're going to give that a pass because that's an adult, okay? But you most certainly aren't thinking about your children. And anyone can sit up here and be like, oh, I went through a divorce. My parents had a divorce and everything was fine. Shut the F up. The odds are that it doesn't work out well, whether someone wants to admit it or not. Divorce is not a great case. Oh, but people can be married and it's not good for the kids. It's not good for the kids. It's much better for the kids to be with their own father and their own mother than to be with a fourth person. I'm sorry, to have four people as their parents. You got to be shuffling kids on over there to that man and his new woman and all her kids. Kid got to be over here with you and your new man and his kids. God forbid if either of you break up and then the next person comes in. Oh, okay, so we're going to go ahead and treat your kids like this because you are worried about yourself. You trying to tell me that 44-year-old Tia MOWRY didn't enjoy her life and have fun and was happy prior to her having kids and getting married to this daggone man? Now, I'm not saying that man don't have any faults. I'm sure he does. But I'm sure it was minimal enough that you could deal with it, get through it, work on it through the time, at least until your kids are old enough to get the hell out of the house. No one thinks about that anymore. Everyone is effing selfish, but has the nerve and the audacity to be talking about what other people are instead of looking at the mirror and seeing the fact that you don't give a damn about your damn own. That's your kids. That's your family. But you over here talking about me. Self. Narcissist. That's the sign of a real narcissist. This ain't even about money. This is about the fact that she wants to be out here flitting around, carrying on. And I've been listening to a couple of people talk about this girl, and I haven't paid no attention to it. I said, I'm going to leave it. I don't care. It's not my issue. I don't want to talk about it. I'm tired of talking about you biatches. I'm tired of talking about black women. I'm tired of hearing this bullshit that they keep spouting. And then I see this mess and hear what she's saying. She's talking about it was a success. How is it a success when your kids are still young? How old are her daggone kids anyway? This article says, Tia Mowry says she knew the exact moment she wanted to end her 14-year marriage with Corey Hardrick. I knew when I really started to focus on my happiness. So that's code for selfish. Sister alum 44 said on the Today Show on Wednesday, I feel like women, we tend to focus on everyone else's happiness, making sure that everyone else is okay, meaning our children, our friends, our family. But at the end of the day, it's about self-love. No, bitch, that's not what it's about. And you can definitely walk and chew gum at the same daggone time. Look at the way that she put this. She put children, friends, and then family. That's the wrong order, first of all. Okay? You should be putting, of course, the Lord God in heaven, which these people are supposed to be religious, but you know what? I'll let that go for now. The least you could do is put your husband first, your children next. Your friends don't even need to be in it. Then you put your family next. I think it's really important that she sat up here and put her friends before her daggone family. That's why I'm trying to say that all this is about so she could get out there and act like the rest of these floozies. All these women ain't nothing but floozies. I don't even understand why y'all are even worried about them. Most of them and half of them ain't got sugar honey iced tea to offer. All they are is difficult and combative. They don't want to work with anyone. They just want to be right. They want to be in charge. They want to be men. They want to cause chaos no matter where they go. They want everything that they want. They don't want to give anything. They don't want to work for anything. They don't have anything to offer. So what does she think is coming next? I'm not saying that Tia can't get married again, so then that means that you're going to bring another man into your kids' lives, and then Corey will potentially bring another woman into their lives. God forbid if you get divorced again. But the problem is that no one wants to work through anything. All they want to turn around and do, I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Well, go find something to make your punk ass happy and bring your ass home when you're done. Go to the skating rink. Go shopping. Go get another job. Go work part-time. Go learn how to skydive. Go learn how to sew. Go get another TV show. Go find someone to talk to. Go back to school. Do something. But you don't turn around and be like, I'm not happy. This so much plays into exactly what Coach Greg Adams says. Plays so much into what the hell it is that he says. This is so freaking ridiculous. Mowry, a mother of two, added, when you start to really work on yourself, love yourself, know your value, and know your worth, then all of a sudden there's this awakening. She's lying. It's not true. Any woman that hears me right now, she's lying. If ain't nobody hurting you, causing you harm, is a drug addicted abuser, if ain't none of that stuff happening, this is bull. She was bored and she wanted to move on so that she could live the life up that she sees people living online. You can't tell me nothing different. None of this makes sense. This is feminist woke bullshit. Believe me when I tell you. She then concluded, it's not easy. It's a hard journey. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's so worth it, before receiving astounding applause from the audience. Of course, a bunch of damn women. A bunch of damn women, y'all. I understand. I was just watching El Guapo's video where he says that he's done and he's moving on to different content. I completely 1000% understand what he's talking about. Because this conversation is so tiresome. It's so typical. It's the same crap over and over. It's boring. Nothing's going to change. Shout out to Ramil and Ty City. These biatches are who they are. They ain't going to change. This is what it's going to be. So honestly, at the end of the day, the decision is, what are you gentlemen going to do moving forward? What are you going to put up with? Because this is far from over. You got a whole audience full of biatches applauding word vomit. This woman said, I don't have the full video here. I apologize. This woman is just talking pure word vomit. Nothing. She said nothing that made any decent common damn sense. Mowry shared that going to therapy and going through losses of relatives also helped her come to the decision. I'm sure COVID, y'all, COVID, because you know the reason for everything is COVID. It was all that together that gave me that aha moment. Oh, the aha moment. A bunch of bullshit. The aha moment. Ain't that something Oprah used to say? Y'all, despite MOWRY calling it quits with Hardrick 43, she said she still considers the relationship a success and sees the split as a celebration. Of course, she's going to find a positive way to talk about divorce so that some other women can fall into it and everyone give her damn praise like they did when they clapped for her in the daggone audience. If you still have minor children, it is not a success and it's nothing to celebrate. Divorce is nothing to celebrate. It's not easy. Listen to me when I tell you. Don't listen to this fool. This divorcing someone that you truly cared about, that you spent a lifetime with, that you had children with. If you truly love that person, this stuff is not easy. Don't let her fool you. This woman is single-handedly going to cause a bunch of women to think, oh, I can do it too. And then you dummies will listen to her, a person that you don't even know, a person that you can't even talk to, listen to her bullshit. And then you're going to come around and do something that's going to mess up your life because Tia did it. And then you're going to be miserable 5 years from now and your kids ain't going to be happy either. But you're going to sit around talking about it was a success, huh? She's going to say some dumb mess like I look at it as like a curriculum. The Comfort Kitchen host explained. You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. Well, then let Corey keep his money. Let him deal and pay for his kids when they come to him. How about that? She added, it's not about staying in something because however long you are in that situation that equals success. It's about really, again, are you happy? Because life is really short. Look at this. This little baby here, what is she, 3 or 4? This child looked like he might be 12 or 13. Yeah, it's about her being happy. We don't care about the kids. It's about her. MOWRY announced on Instagram that she and Hardrick decided to go their separate ways. No, she decided. By this whole conversation, it was all her. These decisions are never easy and not without sadness. The family reunion alum captioned a throwback image of herself and the All-American homecoming actor. She continued, I am grateful for all the happy times we had together and want to thank my friends, family, and fans for your love and support as we start this new chapter moving forward in our lives. Girl, we don't care. We do not care. All we care about is those daggone kids. So they're 11 and 4. So the son is 11 and the daughter is 4. And she wants to think that this is a success. And then, of course, poor Corey had to come out and make sure he made a statement to say that he was not unfaithful, because there's no way in the world that a man and a woman can't separate without the man having been unfaithful, right? The Oath actor responded by simply writing lies under a comment from a fan who accused him of cheating on his wife. Of course, because in this crazy world where women can do no wrong, which is why they don't accept accountability for anything, it's always got to be the man. Go ahead and blame Jermaine. I'm so tired. Y'all, I'm so tired. I'm tired of talking about these bitches. I'm sorry. I just don't care. They can all end up in the daggone gutter. Have at it. No empathy, no sympathy. And I don't care what anyone says about me being masculine, pandering, whatever you want to call it. The facts are the effing facts. You got all these women, too many women out here trying to act like it's cool and it's fun. It's the best thing in the world to be a whore. Bottom line, it's cool and it's fun to be a whore. And all these bitches are falling in line with it. And then you got this crazy person sitting up here talking about, I graduated. It's a celebration that she's getting divorced with an 11-year-old and a 4-year-old with no regard to her daggone children, because all that matters is her. Because that biatch is approaching 50. That's what the real problem is. And she worried about her daggone self. So when she out here soon enough trying to deal with someone who's 25 years old, don't be effing surprised. Because it makes sense to show your 11 and 4-year-old that you could bust it open and be out here with a 25-year-old at the age of 44 going on 45 instead of going ahead and working things through, at least until your kids are old enough to get out of the home with your husband, their father. That's too old fashioned. That's too 1940s, 50s, and 60s. There's something about the 40s, 50s, and 60s. People cared about one another more so. So when everybody's out here crying and carrying on about how nobody cares about the 2 fat bitches that couldn't get into the club, this is why we do not care, because y'all don't care. So miss me with that fake BS. That's it. That's all. If you made it this far, I do appreciate you. Please consider subscribing. I will see you all in the next one.